$11,500 US is what I've made in the last 7 days alone with this brand new business model called the Information Synthesizer business model. You don't have to sell any crappy services that you kind of know, but you're just gonna try and outsource to a media buyer like SMA. It's none of that. It's not a get rich quick and it's not a gimmick. In fact, the majority of the millionaires that I know are leveraging this business model right now. And you can use this to scale yourself from 0 to 5K, 0 to 10K, 0 to 100K, 0 to 200K. I've even seen people scale this exact same business model from 0 to $1 million per month and beyond. Now let me break this business model down. And again, this is not get rich quick. You actually have to know what you're talking about. In some regards, you don't have to be an expert is what I'm trying to say, but you do need to know what you're talking about. Now let's jump straight into this, guys. And I've got my computer here. Now, the business model I'm breaking down is called the Information Synthesizer business model. And I've just made $11,500 US in 7 days leveraging this. The reason why I'm leveraging a business model like this is because I'm seeing that services, offering a service like Facebook ads, Google ads, email marketing, copywriting, those are getting quite lame and quite commoditized in 2024. Everybody and their uncle is trying to learn a service and then provide that service to somebody else. Now, I'm not saying that you don't or shouldn't learn a skill. It's just that if you're just gonna learn a skill, you're just gonna be amongst thousands, hundreds of thousands of other people that have probably tried to learn that skill and go down the same route as you have. Because everybody and their uncle right now, from the age of like 18 to like 35 years old, is trying to learn some sort of skill, right? AKA copywriting, Facebook ads, Google ads, and they're trying to build an agency and close clients around that particular skill. So I'm seeing that it's becoming more and more commoditized and we've reached a point of diminishing returns. AKA everybody's offering it, therefore it's no longer even valuable. I'm not even joking. If you don't believe me, I'm gonna give you 4 examples right now. Example 1, a client of mine literally just told me last night that they took an e-commerce brand it was actually Google ads. So they were running Google ads for an e-commerce brand, and they took the e-commerce brand from making multiple hundreds of K, per year. They were making, multiple 6-figure business basically, and they took them from multiple 6 figures to multiple 7 figures. That's a big jump, right? And here's what the thanks they got. Here's the thanks that they got. They were told by their client that they've just scaled from multiple 6 figures to multiple 7 figures. This is what they were told. They were told, oh, we're bringing our marketing in-house. So they did all of this work, figured out the most complex stuff in their business, ironed it all out, scaled them from multiple 6 figures to multiple 7 figures, not from multiple 6 figures to 7 figures, which is already impressive, but multiple 6 figures to multiple 7 figures per year with Google ads. And guess what they got in return? They got a slap in the face from their clients saying, hey, we've really enjoyed your service, but we're now taking our marketing in-house. Now, I'm gonna break down the other examples in a second, but let me just give you some proof on the screen real quick. So as you can see, we've closed a client right here, and this was on the 24th of January using this exact business model, the Information Synthesizer. This was a $1,500 client, and they're paying me that for 3 months. So it's a split pay basically. 1.5K today, 1.5K 30 days, 1.5K 30 days after the second pay. So basically all in all, it's $4,500 US. Here's another client right here that I'm working with that came on board on the 26th, so 2 days after this. And that was a $3,500 pay in full client. So that's $3,500 right there. Then we've got another client that came on board just last night, which was a $3,500 client right there. And as you can see, all in all, that equates to around $11,500 US exactly. And we're setting anywhere between 3 and 4 meetings every single day using what I like to call the cross-pollination funnel. I'll get into this right now actually. But as you can see, here's 7 calls just on the screen, so you can see all of this is actually proof. This is my mobile phone. As you can see, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 calls being booked in. Some days we're booking in 3 calls a day. Some days we're booking in 7 calls a day. Some days we're booking in over 15 calls in a single day. Absolutely insane. In fact, I've personally booked in 18 calls in a single day and then done the same thing the very next day. So let me explain how all of this stuff works, right? So again, $11,500 US in 7 days. Pretty impressive stuff, because I can remember when I was struggling to try and scale my agency from 0 to 10K per month, trying to do Facebook ads and social media management for clients. And trying to get to 10K a month was like the big milestone. And obviously I hit that, like 2 years ago, was it almost 3 years ago at this particular point. So to be able to make 11 grand, and here's the craziest thing. This is not even the greatest like week we've ever had. I think one of the greatest weeks we've ever had is like not too long ago, actually. I think it was in September, October, where we had like a 27 British pound K week. So it was 27K in a week, British pounds or something crazy like that. I might be a little bit off there, but we've hit days where we're already hitting over 10K in a day anyway, using the same business model. It's just that I didn't know this is what I was actually doing. So here's what I'm doing right now and what I'm focusing on. I call this the cross-pollination funnel. Cross-pollination is basically where you take either subscribers, YouTube people, and you cross-pollinate them onto a platform. The way how I like to do this, and the way how I would explain it to you is, I like to take my YouTube subscribers, or I'll run ads on YouTube, get subscribers, and then I'll push them into either a community, or I'll push them onto my Instagram DMs, and then in those DMs, we'll have a conversation to see if we can help. It's super simple stuff. There's no craziness, there's no shadiness, there's no manipulation, there's no gimmicks, there's no tricks or anything like that. It's this simple. I have a skill that people want to learn, and I help them learn that skill, which in turn takes them from point A, which is their current situation, to their desired situation. That's all you need. This is all you need for this business model. I'm not even joking. I'll give you one more example if you don't believe me. I just came across a woman living in Dubai, and all she does is she makes tutorials on YouTube about how to knit. And then guess what? On the back end of that, she has a community, she has an Instagram page, and all she does is she just cross-pollinates her YouTube subscribers. She probably can run ads here and there, and she brings those over into her Instagram and into her community, and then upsells them a program on how to knit. No joke, this woman is literally making $17,000 a month teaching people how to knit. And when I say knit, I'm talking about knitting as like what your grandma would do for your Christmas sweater. Like, I'm not even joking. I'll give you another example. Example 4. I also just came across another dude, right? And he's selling a $8,000 program to high-level CEOs that helps them overcome alcohol addiction. So he's selling this program for 8 grand per client, and he's closing anywhere between 10 to 12 clients a month, something crazy like that. And he's pulling in over 90 grand a month doing this. So guys, here's what I'm trying to say. Selling services, commoditized services and stuff like that, they're kind of dead in 2024. And if you are selling a service and you're still trying to go down the whole agency route, use your agency as like a stepping stone into this. So use your agency services as a stepping stone to get clients, and then change your service into a programized / information synthesized kind of like business. Information synthesis, by the way, if you don't know what it is, I'll leave a link below so you can go and click that and watch a whole video on it. But all it is it's taking complex information and distilling it down for somebody so that they can use that information to go from point A to point B. And let me explain why this is extremely important. Look around you. There's so many friggin' YouTube channels. There's AI. There's all this information. There's the internet. There's social media. There's so much information going around on the internet right now that people don't know who to listen to, where to listen or get their information from. Should they use AI or listen to this person or this person or this person? So if you can come into the market, actually figure out what works from what doesn't, solve a problem for yourself, document yourself doing that, you will then get people coming to you for that same transformation that you've been able to achieve yourself. Let me give you an example. If you used to be very overweight back in the day and you figured out a really cool way, or even just a simple way of being able to lose weight and get into your ideal body, which in turn has then, had positive effects and positive impacts on your life, well, guess what? There's gonna be other people that are overweight that wanna hear your journey. They wanna hear about your transformation, and they will actually be willing to pay you. Not all of them, but there will be a small percentage of people that will be willing to pay you whatever you ask in order to help them have that same transformation themselves. So stop selling services and sell transformations instead. People want the transformation. They don't want Facebook ads. People do not want Facebook ads. People want what Facebook ads does for them. That's the whole reason why SMA worked. However, everybody now is kind of like just blowing up the market. It's super saturated, and now everybody's trying to offer Facebook ads to all different types of niches. It's literally insane. People don't even want the Facebook ads. It's what the Facebook ads does for them. Remember that. So offer the transformation instead. So let me break down some of my actual ad spend numbers so you can see how crazy this stuff is. I've spent £345, which is around $436 on Instagram ads. I also spent $126 on YouTube ads in the last 7 days. So my total ad spend has been around $563-ish, call it $562.67 to be exact, if you want to be exact. And I've brought back $11,500 by cross-pollinating these audiences. Now, obviously, I don't expect you to get these results straight away. It's taken me a little while to master this stuff, and I've actually had to get good at this stuff because I want to solve the problem for myself first before, telling people about this stuff. So the cross-pollination funnel right now is generating me a ROAS, which means return on my ad spend, return on advertising spend of 20.43. That basically means I have built a business where I know, roughly on average, that if I put a $1 into my advertising, into this funnel that I've created, the cross-pollination funnel, which is a combination of Instagram ads, YouTube ads, organic Instagram, as well as organic YouTube, those 4 things combined, you cross them over into a cross-pollination funnel, I like to call it. I know that if I put $1 into this machine, I'll bring back on average around $20 from that, which is absolutely insane. So just to give you some statistics real quick, we've booked in around 25 calls in the last 10-ish days or something crazy like that. And we've figured out that our cost per book call is around $22.50. So for example, if you take the $562 and you divide it by how much we're spending on ads, it roughly works out to be about $22.50. We've closed around 3 of those. By the way, not all of them were qualified. Some of them were qualified but didn't have the money. So that's why it's only 3 out of the 25. My close rate is normally higher than this. It's just that a lot of people didn't really know the price of my program and all that crazy stuff. But we have right now 3 paying clients that we've just took on just this week. We have more paying clients than that, by the way. And the clients just this week was, we took on 3. The potential future payments that I've got from clients, so I've jumped on a call with somebody and they've said, yes, I'm 110% sold on this. It's just that I don't have the money right now, like genuinely. I'm gonna go raise the cash and come running back to you. I've had 4 people tell me that. 4 people out of the 25, so that's 7 basically, 3 actual clients, 4 potential future clients. I don't count those, but if you do wanna work out how much that is in potential future revenue, that's around $14,000 in potential revenue of people actually out there right now, probably watching this exact video saying, I want to jump into Montel's program because it actually makes sense to do so. Now, as a byproduct of this is where a lot of people go wrong, especially if you're doing cold outreach, right? I don't do cold outreach. I don't really rely on organic growth anymore. So if you're trying to grow a personal brand, a course business, a community, a coaching business, a agency, I don't recommend doing cold outreach or trying to go viral on, hoping and praying to go viral on social media. It's just not predictable. I've even seen when people say that when they go viral on social media, they didn't even really know how it worked. They just kind of tried the algorithm and just tried to hack it. And then, 3 months down the line, that same viral hack thing that they figured out is no longer working. What does work though, is just paying Facebook to get your ad shown in front of somebody. That's always worked. So what I've noticed with social media and doing all this organic growth and stuff like that is quite stupid if you think about it. If you want to be a business owner and you want to build something predictable for your life, where if you put this much money in and you can bring back this much money out, you kind of have to be able to control your flow of leads and your leads to book calls and then book calls to clients. You need to know how much you're putting in and getting out. It's just as simple as that. Because let's think about it. Over the last 6, 7, 8 years of social media, right? Everything's changed. There's been new features launched on Instagram. There's been new platforms launched. TikTok's come around. There's short form content, and now short form content's kind of slowly dwindling away and its power's going away. Then it used to be like on YouTube, you had to create these really high-end retention edited videos. Now people are going back to just a raw format. There's changes all over. And because you're trying to catch up with this algorithm and you're doing this, your business goes like this. So it's up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. What's not changed over the last like 8 years, yes, the advertising platforms have changed, but what's not changed is just being able to pay Meta or Facebook to run your ad and get that seen in front of your target audience. That's not changed. It's changed slightly in terms of like how much the ad costs are, but the overall principles remain the same. You don't need to figure out how to go viral and do all this viral hacking and figure out like how to feed the algorithm, all this crazy stuff. All I do is I sit down and I record ads that take me maybe 30 minutes to script out, an hour to record and edit, and then upload. And then I just get an editor to just, spruce them up. I throw them up and they're literally reaching hundreds of thousands of people. One of my ads literally has pulled me in over 1,000 new leads. Just the ads I'm running alone this last 7 days has pulled me in 177 inbound leads, inbound DMs, excuse me. These are people that have, first of all, followed me and then DM'd me a certain word, a certain keyword to get one of my free resources. By the way, join my school community down below if it's open. It should be open by the time this video goes live. Click the link below and you can join my school community and just get all the resources for free, and there's additional training inside there that, well, it should be coming out anyway. Depending on when you're watching this, it'll probably be live by the time you're watching this. So as a byproduct of running these ads, not only have I closed clients, generated leads, but I'm generating inbound conversations as well. Just to give you some statistics, I've also generated 253 new leads this week as well, which now are my leads on my Instagram page that are following me and now are part of my audience, which will become warm over time. So even if somebody follows me today from one of my ads or subscribes to me today from one of my ads and they don't buy, that's okay. Because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna continue to push out my content, continue to be transparent with people, continue to show my results, like the back end of my Meta right here you go, 253 Instagram followers in the last 7 days. And we've spent around £302. It's actually even less than what I put on the board, but you can do the maths on that. And I've generated 253 leads. And like I said, I'm going to continue to be transparent, authentic with these people. And what's going to end up happening is over time, they're going to become warmer and warmer and warmer and warmer to me, to the point where it's like, maybe 90 days down the line, 6 months down the line, they're going to be like, I've been watching this Montel guy for 6 months. I can't believe his growth, his trajectory that he's growing on right now. I want to know what he's talking about, because I have a business that wants to do this thing. So I'm here, I want to go here. Montel has the knowledge to bridge my gap from here to here. That's all it is, guys. That's literally all it is. There's nothing scammy about this. There's nothing shady about this. There's no tricks, there's no manipulation. It's just simply, I have skills that people want, not only want, but they need to take them from a place where they're at currently to where they want to be. So for example, if you, and I don't know anything about losing weight or even putting weight on. I'm a very slim build, if you can't tell. Pretty sure you can tell. I don't know how to put on muscle. But if there's a guy out there, and I think there's a guy actually called Joe Fraser, for example. I think Joe Fraser is actually a YouTuber that does this. He used to be extremely skinny, and now he's, extremely ripped. He's very big, bulked up, he's got muscles, all that crazy stuff, changed his life around, and he did it in his own way. So now people follow him because he used to have a current situation and he fixed it by going to his desired situation. He solved that for himself. Probably bought a whole bunch of courses, probably worked with mentors, and I can tell you he definitely read a lot of books and put a lot of work into himself. So he solved the problem himself, and now people go to him to solve the problem. It's just like learning piano. The easiest way I can explain this is this. If you make tutorials on YouTube, run ads on YouTube about your tutorial classes and stuff like that, and show that you can play piano, there's going to be a certain niche audience out there, and out of that niche audience there's going to be a very minute few people that actually want to pay for help. Not everyone's going to be willing to pay for help and information, because everybody claims that information's out there for free. And I always say to people, if the information's out there for free, how comes like the majority of Americans are obese? If all information is out there for free, that would also include information on how to lose weight, correct? Correct. So why is it that the majority of the US population are dying from heart disease due to obesity? Dying from all these types of diseases from obesity. You just told me that all the information out there is for free. So why are people that are literally obese, that are going to die, literally die, can't find the information? The reason for that is because the information is so damn scattered. So if you can create an information synthesizer business where you just take information, figure out what works from what doesn't work, put it into a succinct program, or you can offer it as a service. I personally don't recommend services, or a one-to-one style type thing. That is better than a service, by the way. You will make money because you have the results that people are looking for. And it doesn't need to be something on making money. If you're watching this and you're thinking, oh, should I just sell a course on how to make money, but I've not made money yet? Well, then don't do that. That's a scam. Do not do that. If you're not good at making money just yet online, do not be trying to teach people how to make money online. That's not your area of expertise. Why don't you go and learn a skill instead, document that skill, become good at that, display that you have that skill by building your own audience and community, and then people will actually pay you for that skill. It could be health related, mental health related. It could be some sort of addiction. It could be you literally figuring out how to overcome video game addiction. I even saw a kid on YouTube at the age of 15 displaying that he has skills when it comes to revising and productivity. 15-year-olds are doing this. Are you telling me that you're gonna sit here, listen to me, and let a 15-year-old out hustle you? Like, how are you gonna be out hustled by a 15-year-old? All because you're nervous or scared to put yourself out there because you don't feel like an expert enough. It's BS that you tell yourself. So guys, this is the information synthesizer business model. And if you want to learn more about it, click the link below and just go to the free school community. Or if you don't want to join the community, just simply drop me a DM on Instagram and just say the word info, and I'll just send you more info about the business and how you can actually get it set up, and if you've got a skill that you can learn, or how to even go and find these skills if you don't feel like you're skilled enough, which is probably BS, by the way. And I'll help you basically identify the hidden skills that you actually have, because saying that you've got no skills is absolutely BS. You wouldn't even be a functioning human being if you had no skills. You would literally be homeless on the side of a road if you had no skills. I am not even joking. That's the definition of literally being skillless. A bum, basically. No offense to anybody who's homeless. You know, times are definitely hard, so I don't want to offend anybody, but you get the point. It's something Andrew Tate would say, but it's kind of true, to be honest with you. That said, guys, if you need any more help, go check out this video somewhere on the screen right here. I'll leave the link in the description. Peace.